Hi folks, I'm doing a bit of polymer clay work today. If you hear traffic going by, it's because we've got doors and windows open because it's really quite warm. I think it's actually I'll ask Alexa. Alexa, what's the temperature?
At the moment, it's 23 degrees Celsius. Tonight, you can expect a low of 14 degrees.
So 23 degrees. Actually feels warmer than that. So today I'm doing a bit of work on my frog. This is the first frog that I made, and I made that out of very cheap polymer clay. It was just the cheapest I could find to try it out, and so I just used that to see if I could make anything look in the remotest like a frog. And this is recognisable as a frog. So I thought I'd go ahead and use the proper Sculpey Primo polymer clay. The only thing is, I don't know why, but this frog has just got bigger and bigger. I didn't mean it to be this huge. I don't know how this has happened, folks, but he's just got bigger and bigger. He's a growing boy. So at the moment, I'm trying to make his front leg attached to his body. He's been in and out of the oven several times. Every time I've built up a bit more, I've put him in the oven. This stuff takes, this Sculpey Primo takes ages to soften. To work it for ages. So I put the soft wire in, as I was saying to you folks before in my last video on trying to make a frog. I want a posable frog, and so I thought I'll put wire in, maybe I'll be able to pose it. And I made this leg. This is the size this frog was supposed to be. So that was his back leg, and I was trying to bend it, and it did a bit, but then the clay cracked, so it's not really appropriate. I don't know if there's some sort of flexible polymer clay. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, so he's not posable in this form. So Paul had a really good idea. He said, why don't you make separate legs that you can fix on, you know, in some way temporarily? And I thought that was brilliant, because I've got a Grogu, Hot Toys Grogu. I'll show you folks still of that. I've done a few videos on this Grogu, and he's lovely, and he's really nice for doing stop motion. And one of the great things about it is he's got ears that you can take off, and you can put different ears on, so that you know, they can look like they're moving. Ears posable as well. But Paul had a really good idea. He said, why don't you make separate limbs? So that's what I'm going to do. And like the Grogu I've got, I'm going to try and attach them by sinking in magnets. So I can have sort of, your leg's going a bit too much that way now. It kind of sits. So I'm going to make a pair of legs, like pair of back legs, in that'll put the frog in a sitting position, and put magnets at the top. This is what I'm hoping, at the top of the legs, so they'll attach into the body with magnets, and then make some legs sort of sort of stretched out, so that it'll look like, you know, he's gone from a sitting to a sort of jumping position. That's what I'm hoping for, folks. I just hope I've got enough clay, because this fella's, I don't know why he's growing so much, but he is really huge. What do you think of him, folks? Do you think he's got character? When he went in the oven last time, fortunately this toe has bent right over, so yeah, I've broken his toe off, because I'm going to put a new toe on, because that one's broken off now. Yeah, it was all twisted, so I thought I'll just put a new toe on before I put him back in the oven. Toby's very quiet at the moment. Got a few things on my mind actually, folks. Let's try and show you Toby. Toby's lying quietly at the moment asleep, but he's not been very well. So I'm a bit angst at the moment, folks, over Toby. I think some of you folks know Toby's he's 15 and a half, and he's got an enlarged heart, and he's on medication for it. But he has his bad days. Gets a lot of digestive trouble, and days when he's really uncomfortable. It's no good. Get the clear stuff. Some more clear stuff. So we took Toby to Pets at Home the other day. Some of you might have seen the video. And on the night time, Toby had really bad diarrhea. I got up in the morning, it was all in the kitchen. I had to clean up. And then he was so out of it the next day, and I thought, well, he had those treats at Pets at Home. Maybe because he's got such a sensitive digestive system now. Maybe they didn't agree with him, and that's why he's been poorly. But then he was really uncomfortable all day, and he didn't want anything to eat. Finally perked up at about 7 in the evening, and he had something to eat, and he went for a walk. And then he was okay the next day, and then the next day I got up and he'd had diarrhea again. It's looking like it wasn't just the treats, folks. It's looking like he's just getting more and more problems because he's so old, and I don't know if it's linked to his enlarged heart. And then I got up this morning, he'd had diarrhea again during the night, and I'm like, oh my good God, Toby, are you on your last legs now? You know, am I going to have to think about putting him to sleep, that he's you know, if he's going to be ill all the time? He had something to eat this morning, and he did look a bit uncomfortable for a while, but then he's settled again now and he's gone to sleep. But it's a big worry, folks, because anybody who watches the channel knows that Toby's really special. I'll keep you folks posted, and on Toby, and we'll just see if he has, hopefully has another good patch. So I've got his toes on now. There, it's a bit better. So laddie, we'll put you in the oven now, and we'll see if that bonds on okay. So I've taken him out of the oven, folks. His foot's looking a lot better than it was before. His toes are not twisted. I think it's still quite fragile. I think it'll probably harden up a bit when it's dry, when it's cool, won't it, Paul?
Should think so.
But unfortunately, his leg came off again. So I've decided to try and glue it on with super glue, because you've glued polymer clay before, haven't you, Paul?
Yeah, it seems to work quite well.
How many drops would you say?
About 5 or 6 drops, but there's not much in that, so you'll have to tip it upside down and wait for it to roll down.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 drops. Should that be enough?
I should think so, yeah.
It's instant bond, isn't it?
Pretty instant, seconds. On loose materials.
So how long do you have to hold it?
Give it about 30 seconds, I should think.
Does it matter that it's still hot for glue?
Don't know, I don't think so. Never stuck hot things myself.
Right, so we'll leave them like that for a while.
Okay.
So that's it for this video, folks. I shall be continuing with the frog when he cools down, and we'll be posting another video. But for now, folks, that's it. Thanks for watching as always, and see you next time.